everybody, this is Adrienne with Ascension Soul Coaching. Today is September the 19th, 2023. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so this channel can grow. And hit the like button and share and subscribe. Today, I'm going to do a reading on Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. As you all have probably heard in the United States, that they have, or Jeezy has filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai was a talk show host on The Real. And also she is, I guess, a fashion consultant. She had a role as that on television shows prior to that. And Jeezy is a rapper. He's doing very well. He just has had a book that just came out and it's on the bestseller. And for the past few years they've been married and they had a little baby, Monaco, I think her name is. She's so pretty. And they, you know, Jeannie Mai has her own YouTube channel as well. And so she's always chronicling her relationship and her marriage and the baby, and so with her mother. And so it seems like everything was going fine. I know there was one episode where Jeannie Mai had talked about some things she learned about herself and talking to her mother about things that happened in her life when she was younger and how she felt like her mother didn't love her, and she felt she had to be a badass because of how she was raised, and so she didn't think her mother cared about her, and so she got this hard shell. Well, evidently, something's happened in that marriage between her and Jeezy, where Jeezy felt like, hey, after this last big vacation, they went back to where she was raised, to her homeland, and they filmed it for TV, and or maybe for her YouTube channel, and it looked like they were in love and everything was great. I mean, make a striking couple. But when he came back, he filed for divorce. And now it's all over the news, and we're left wondering what in the world has happened. So I'm going to do a reading today on Jeannie Mai and her relationship with Jeezy. I'm using the Badass Tarot. Okay. So we're going to read what happened. So it's 3 cards. We're going to pull 3 cards. What happened? Where are they now? And what's going to happen to the relationship in the next year? So 3 cards. So the first card has already come out. First card is what happened. Second card is what's happening now. And the third card is going to be within this year, what's going to happen to the relationship. All right. So we've got the 3 cards, and I'm going to show you what they are. Okay, so for the first card we have, it's this card. And then I put my glasses on so I can read it. Oh, Lord. Bye, bitch. It is the 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups. And it was reversed. Wow, that's what's happening now. So we already know he wanted to divorce her. 5 of Cups means letting go. There's somebody's out in the cold, right? Now it's where are they now? Sorry, let's make sure we get that right. So it says, I am free of your bullshit. It is 1 of Swords, new opportunity, new strategy. Wow. So this looks like her though, but he was the one evidently, I would think, was the upset one because he filed for divorce, but she feels like there was a lot of bullshit going on as well. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles is reversed. So it's talking about lack of commitment, not trusting the person. There may be just a social climber, looking for money, looking for status. So the relationship is not going to go anywhere this next year because someone thinks the other person used them just to get status. Someone thinks the other person's not committed in this relationship, was never committed in this relationship, and also is always running behind money. Always running behind money. If you can see in this picture here, there's a woman with the whip on the horse, and there's the money signal sign, right? So someone's always running out the money and always think they're in control, trying to manage everything, trying to manage everybody to get what they really want. And so that's why the relationship broke down. So she may have an attitude problem, she may have an angry issue or aggressive problem, but she also does not know how to relinquish control to her man. She doesn't know how to, she's always had to fight for everything she wanted. She's always been oppositional, especially with her mother. And so she's got this anger issue inside of her. And so it has come out in the relationship. Jeezy is much more well known than she is, evidently, but there was something about him that attracted her to him. You know, the where his status was in life. Like, she wouldn't have dated him if he wasn't at the level where he was. Okay, she definitely wouldn't have married him if he wasn't at the level where he was. But she's riding on the coattails of that to get to where she wants to get. Not that she's not a hard worker. Not to say that she doesn't really have this ambition and desire to be this thing, whatever it is, have the greatness, have the money, have the prestige, that solid standing, right? But he feels like she's got the whip and chain on him, and he doesn't want it anymore, and she's too aggressive about it, and he doesn't want any woman who's that aggressive. He wants to be the man in the relationship, and she won't allow him to be, because she's pursuing this thing so hard. She's forgot about her place in her relationship with her husband. And so he's giving her time. He has a short temper. When I say short temper, it's like, okay, I am going to give you as much leeway as I can give you, but once I'm done with you, I'm done with you, because I can't do it anymore. But I'm going to give you, I love you enough to give you time. I'm going to work on the things you want to work on. I'm going to try to help you do the things you want to do, all these the videos and stuff that she wanted to do with him in it, because she's trying to grow her brand. But it was against his true self and what he wanted to do and the values he saw in the marriage, what he thought would be more equitable. Yes, he didn't want her not to be successful. He wanted her to be successful, but the way she went about it, by dragging him into all the things she wanted to do and not really giving the relationship enough time in itself, because everything she did was about growing her brand. So if they're going to do a video, it's going to be about a video that's just going to be to grow her brand. If they're going on vacation, it's about growing her brand. If it was about having a baby, it was about growing her brand. And he didn't want to see it like that. He wanted to see, hey, look, we're a couple, we're married with the family first. He wanted to be a woman who was going to be by himself, committed to him, and yes, have your career, but there was balance in it. And she doesn't know the word balance. She's Asian. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying she's Asian, and so she's just, what do you call those helicopter moms, or very aggressive mothers. She's very aggressive in how she does her career, and she wants him to be there and use every single situation, every occasion, every picture to grow her brand. And he's not about that. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, there's too much of that about brand building and not about us, and it caused a lot of confusion. And she has a temper, and she's oppositional anyway, and so it just blew up, and he don't have time for that. So he's like, I need a wife, I need a family, I need you to have a career, but be balanced about it, because I'm going to be balanced about it. I'm not going to be money hungry. I'm going to pick my deals strategically and work them strategically, but you're just all over the place trying to just one thing, to the detriment of our marriage and to our relationship, go after this thing. And I'm just being used as a tool to get you where you want to go. And so therefore he was like, no more. Go back to this first one. It says, bye, bitch. That's what it says. And she's free. If she feels like she's in of the bullshit, he's free of the bullshit, and she's free of the bullshit. That's what the card says, y'all. You know I don't cuss, but that's what the card says. BS. What I believe, when you get married, and it's not always perfect, y'all. Before you get married, you need to write out what your goals and ambitions are and how you plan on getting there. Because the other person has to be on board with that. If you're working together, if you're working on your own career path, you both need to come to some agreement about how that's going to look and feel in the next 5 years. And if they didn't do that, they just got married because she had her little bit of success and he had his big success, and we looked cute together, and the dynamics of the duo was great, but you had no plan how you're going to execute this marriage going forward after the day you say I do, you're going to run up into problems, because either one of the other person didn't know the plan of what the other person was thinking, I should say, or maybe they said what they thought, but they weren't very explicit about how they would go about it. And so one had an idea it was going to be this way, and the other person had an idea it was going to be this way, and then they didn't never come together, and it just caused a whole lot of problems. And then having a baby so early in the relationship, within the first year she got pregnant. Not that that's a bad thing either. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, especially since they're a little older. Jeannie Mai is like 43, I think. And it's technically still a new relationship when you dated for a year, then you got married, you've only been married 2 years, so you're still within the average. It's at least 5 years for people think about getting divorced. They're getting divorced within the second year marriage. So it tells you there's a lot of things that they did not talk about up front before they got married and worked out. in some kind of way, I think she may have humiliated him in front of people as well. Like her temper may have gone off in front of other people, and it's just too much. And I think that other people have seen it and have spoken to him about it, and they agree with him that she's too volatile, she's too headstrong about her career. She puts everything, her career before everything else in that relationship, all while trying to act like she is the perfect wife, the perfect mother, and she is not. And I'm not above saying she's probably not going off with somebody in his family. But whatever it was a straw that broke the camel's back, and he's done for right now. Now, I'm going to read one more card, and that card is about love, because you can be angry with somebody and file for divorce, need separation, time to like I said, this is in the next year. Within a year, they're not really going to get back together. Yeah, so this card came out. We're going to read it. Well, 2 cards came out. We're going to read both cards about love between the 2 of them. Let's see what came out. The first card was, oh Lord, hey bitch, on phone. It was reversed, and this card is Page of Wands. Let me show you. So it was reversed. But that's what it looks like. Right side up. And the other card was also reversed. It is Nine of Wands. And this is it. Right side up. So the Nine of Wands is a rabbit. He's looking really, ooh, Lord Jesus. He got his fingers up. His middle fingers up. He is just angry. Yeah. He may love her, but because, you know, these are both reversed, but this is what it looks like. They're cussing each other out, y'all. They cussing each other out right now. They fussing. If they talking, they fussing. He's like, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. And she's calling him up her name under this. Right, yeah, they're so angry with each other. She's embarrassed and angry. He's like, I'm over you right now. This is how he feels. If there was love, it's gone now. So that is my reading today on Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Unfortunately, that relationship has hit a really bad place. Don't see within the next year that they're going to get back together. I don't care how pretty you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care what your career trajectory is. I don't even care to be the mother of my child. I can't be with you. You see this? I can't be with you. I don't give 2 F's. Even if I love you, I just can't be with you. And she's saying, you've embarrassed me. And how can I ever want to even go back to somebody like you? And she's crying a lot, y'all. She's crying. She's trying to be stoic. She's not filmed anything on her YouTube channel lately, since she congratulated him on the book deal, but since the divorce information. Since she chronicles her life, so she may come out and do a little spiel on what happened, or give us a dialogue about fantasies in life and actualities. What's the difference between what's actual and what's fantasy? How we want things to work and it doesn't work. Why it can't work, and what we need to do to move on. I think she might do something like that eventually, but not right now. She's getting her bearings again. She's crying. She has an attitude. She is pissed off. She is embarrassed and pissed off. She can't believe he did this to her. It'll take a lot to get them back together. It will take a lot to get them back together. Right now, they need to sort it out, their feelings out. They need to, in some kind of way, come together to help raise that child, have a plan with that, and then take it from there, because maybe the separation for about a while might bring them back together, because I think they were a good couple. I just don't think she does need to tune it down a little bit. And if she can do that, maybe. And then take it from there, because marriage shouldn't be taken that lightly anyway. I mean, you said I do's and all that stuff, and hopefully you gave it a lot of thought. I know they probably didn't plan for all this to happen, sure, But I think that maybe if they had waited another year to date, a lot of things would have fallen out then. They would have been able to address it then and see if they wanted to get married, but they didn't. They got married and secretly, and they got pregnant quickly, and too much, too fast, without being able to really figure out who they were in the relationship and how they wanted the relationship to look and feel. You know, hopefully they both recover and definitely either solve this issue and moving forward, get back together, I hope, or they move on and realize their mistakes. And the beautiful thing that came out of it was a beautiful little baby and a beautiful little name, Monaco. So anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Blessings.